Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my Tower of Fantasy videos today. And today, what we'll be doing is making a Nemesis guide. It'll be a little bit in depth, and I'll be showing you everything that you possibly need to know about this character so you can go crazy with this character. So this is her first skin that you initially get when you get one copy after you get Advancement 3, essentially 4 copies of her. You unlock this very cool skin. Look a lot different, you know. Got the little Batman cape back here and all that other jazz right there. So, after clicking on this character, what you'll also notice is there's a gift session. At 1,200 and at 4,000, she unlocks some little passives. The passives is for after she summons her Totem or the Electron or whatever. She gets 60% volt increase damage to all enemies within the not increase of damage. She deals volt damage of 60% of attack to all enemies within a 30-meter radius. Basically mean that once she puts down that skill, anybody in there around the radius is going to get damaged, and then it's going to heal allies, including the user within this range by 120% of attack. So if your attack 100, she's going to heal you for like 120 instead of just the initial 100. So cool. That's her little passives. It gets a lot stronger at the second one. As you can see, instead of being 60, it's 100% of attack instead. And then the second one is going to be healing by 200% of attack, which is very cool. So that's her little gifts. That's her little passive that you get. You can only activate one passive at a time as far as I know. If that changes, I'll let you guys know in the comment section. But as far as I know, you can only activate one passive at a time. So if you want to use her passives, there it is. You activate it. If you're wondering how to activate a passive, you use Similar's Trick and you click on. Hold up. And you click on. Oh wait, I can't click it on because I ain't unlocked it yet. But yeah, that's how you click it on. That's how you take it off. So when we click back right here, now we're going to go into her kit or whatever. Now, something you'll notice about Nemesis is a lot of people be like, oh, she's for Thunder Comps, she's for Volt Comps, or whatever word that they use. The reason why is because when you equip 2 Thunder weapons, it's going to increase the damage by 15%, and then her resistance to other Thunder or Volt people, or however it is, by 25%. Which is essential for Thunder Comps, with the fact of inside a comp you want to kind of have some healing, and she's going to be the character to provide some of that healing. She's a healing / DPS weapon because Coco does more healing than her by a ton, and the cube, once you get copies of it, will deal a lot more healing than her and has a lot more support like capabilities. So when we look at this initial kit right here, she's gonna have a lot of different things inside of her kit. So when we switch over to her, that's the first auto. You do a couple more autos, and then it's going to shoot out these beams, right? And then you can do 2 autos, hold it, shoot a whole bunch of... That was a delay. I don't know what that was about. Discharge skill not activating. But yeah, you jump in the air. It has this same initial thing. You can hold it down. Do it again. And you can double tap it for a combo, if you want, right? And then she's going to have this back step. We have the wall right here for demonstration. This work on enemies too. These are the negative and positive pulps. Dodge is going to shoot out those 2 different colors. And inside this area, enemies are going to be slow, which enables you to dodge really easily. It even slows bosses, which is really OP and really good for dodging enemies' attack to get that initial perfect dodge. Because it's literally slowing their attack, giving you time to react. And then you're going to have the initial dash forward, which is going to shoot out 2 strong beams of lightning, which is going to deal some nice damage right there. And then the last thing that I have to go over is the little skill in the Discharge skill. The skill, if you only got 1 copy of her, the skill will not give you a Electron. And then the Discharge skill will give you a Electron, which is basically your totem. If you got it all the way up to 6 copies or whatever, I mean 7 copies initially, and then 6 advancement, then her skill will start giving you an Electron. But we click over here to Nemesis weapon. This is where you can read all about her, right? She got 2 different dodges, the parallel beams and then the twin spin focus, and then she got the initial dodge, and then she got the initial skill right here, which is just gonna fire some beams, and then she got the particle beam explosion, which essentially when you use the Discharge skill, it's going to clear all your debuffs. After that, it's going to send out a field that's going to slow the enemy by 70%, and then on top of that, it's just going to do a ton of damage, and then on top of that, it's going to give you a totem. The totem is going to gain 100% of the wanderer stacks and can be attacked or healed and lose 3% of its max health every second. Only one can exist at a time when you only got advancement 0 Nemesis. Once you get 6 advancement, this little section right here will change up a little bit. But I only got 1 copy of her because I'm just trying to show off 1 copy of her. We don't need advancement 6 Nemesis to show off her kit. So we got the initial copy, and in order to show off the skill in the Discharge skill, we're gonna hop over here to the Phasm. Open up, please. Don't do this. Challenge. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop into this Phasm right here. Cool. We're gonna wait for it to load up. So remember, the skill, which is what I call the alt, but the game calls it the skill, is not going to summon an Electron if you have only 1 copy of her. And then the Discharge skill is, which is something you have to build up either using her or another weapon. I'm gonna be using Coco weapons because out of all these weapons right here, she has the highest charge, right? So this is a skill on this weapon. Shoot a whole bunch of little laser beams. That's about it, right? She got a little slow. As you can see, it's slowing these enemies' movement down by a ton, which is insane, as you can see. And then you got the initial dodge right here, which just shoots out those very strong beams for a lot of damage instead of, you know, the first auto doing that much damage. They're increased beams or whatever you want to call them. So now we're gonna build up the Discharge skill. Come up, Coco weapon, come out. As you can see, Coco weapon heals for 3,000, which is insane. But it's not a Coco guide, so we're gonna go ahead and build up this Discharge, lift them up. So we got the initial dodge right here. We're gonna use this. It's gonna do a ton of damage. It's going to slow them. They're going to get shocked by a whole bunch, and then it's going to summon this totem. This totem is going to link with me once I take damage, and it's going to give me passive healing over time. It does a little tick like every second or 0.5 second. I don't really remember, but it's going to give out these little ticks that heal me over time. So it's literally passive healing, and then on top of that, it's going to send out lighting that does decent damage, and then when I dodge, it's going to heal it. As you can see, it's bar going up a little bit, and it's getting this little indicator on the top. Let me get another dodge in. It gets that little plus indicator right here, and it's going to heal it. And we can always bring it simply back by charging it up again, right? And it's going to summon another one, and it's going to stay on there for a little bit. So yeah, and then you can also always replace it by simply getting the Discharge skill up again. And once you get that Discharge skill up again, you can literally place it at the current spot that you're at, and it has a nice meter range from right here. From like right here, it can still hit it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. This dodge is going to heal you and your allies, so you know, do keep that in mind. Her little dodges heal you. Even the back dodge will heal you right here and your allies. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, how do I personally feel about Nemesis? How good is she in player versus player, and how good is she in PvE? Nemesis is S tier in both. Does that mean that Nemesis is a must pull? Absolutely not. There's going to be a lot of limited weapons that are going to come out. They're going to have reruns, eventually be added to the standard banner, and they're going to be good in their own right? So if you care super a lot about player versus player, then yes, Nemesis is a must pull for this meta first season. Yes. Now, for PvE, she is not a must pull. There are weapons that do more damage than her, more healing. She's like a hybrid of both, essentially. She's balancing between some of that damage, she's balancing between some of that healing, which what makes her so good for PvE, because when you got her, you don't have to worry about carrying another healing weapon, and when you got her, you can deal some decent DPS, which is really cool about her. Now, like I said, she's not a must pull, but if you plan on building thunder comps, she is a must pull. So if you want to use something like dual pistols and Nemesis, that's a very good comp right off the back. You can use the spear Nemesis. That's a good comp as of right now. In the future, there would be something like a thunder spear. You haven't really came out in CN or whatever. There's gonna be a thunder spear. There's this limited collab character by Ukors, whatever her name is. She's gonna have this like short thunder spear. She's going to pair very god tier with her, and she's just very vital for vote comp. Now, there's going to be other characters that come out in the future that are very vital for certain comps, but if you want to run a vote comp, she kind of is a must pull. if you don't want to or you don't care about comps or all that other nonsense, she's not a must pull. But like I said, she's S tier in both. She's a really good weapon, but not a must pull. There's going to be other characters that come out. I pulled for her because I wanted to do a guide over her, and on top of I wanted to do a guide for her, I wanted to be a healer in the beginning of the game. So if you guys did like the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.